Hey, what's up, everybody? And today I want to talk about Hart. Hart is a very unique character in the regard that she is the only character in the game that whose weapon is a guitar. You actually can't find this weapon anywhere else in the game, and aside from that, it has a unique property where it evolves over time. So every time you upgrade the weapon to the green, blue, or the purple variant, you get evolution points. The evolution points will upgrade your skills to have additional effects. So those additional effects would be your Q will now slow, your W will reduce the enemy's defense, the E will grant you skill amp, the alt useless, but it will reduce the SP of all dancing enemies per second, and then her passive will grant her extra additional attacks from under her normal attack. So the big ones here, the big players here are the Q, E, and the passive. So pretty much in any build you do, there are two like primary builds apart right now. There is the skill amp build, which is just a basic burst build where we will put 2 evolution points into our E and then 1 into our Q, where we will max out our Q first and then our E and then passive and alt whenever. And pretty much in either build, the skill amp or the other build we're about to talk about, we don't put any points in the W until the very end. W is kind of just a waste at the moment. You get more damage just putting points into other things. The Q is a charge up, and the longer you hold it, the more damage it does. So the skill amp build, this is your burst. This is your bread and butter. You're going to be spamming this left and right, and you're just going to keep trying to chunk your opponent down. So when we pair this with the E upgrade, I apologize, the E upgrade one has 2 evolutions. So if you use the E, you will put yourself kind of in a vulnerable position as you no longer have an escape, but you will have additional skill lamp to like just chunk your opponent down. So that's kind of just the skill lamp build. I will not be showcasing skill lamp in today's video, as I personally don't think it's that great. There is a player under the name of Big Joke who gets it to work really well. I tried a few times. I personally can't get it to work. It was nerfed really hard a couple patches ago, and I just don't think that's the optimal way to play her at the moment. But you definitely can, and if you are going to do it, this is the build that Big Joke uses, and this is the build that I'm just gonna recommend because he seems to be like the only person who still plays skill amp Hart, and he's had good results. And this is a very aggressive early game variant where we're just going to try and rush out our items as fast as possible. We have a lot of movement speed from the Rocker's Jacket. We have a lot of bursts coming out from our Stairway to Heaven, our Drop Near, and the feather boots could just be white rhinos. Really, if you find some white rhinos off a corpse, just take them and stop building feather boots. But feather boots just fits into our routes really easily. We just need to find a feather late game, which we could just walk in the forest and find one. So it would probably look like this at the end. But you can just find the feather anywhere. And you'll probably find off a body. The reason this isn't marked is because you're going to be fighting everyone. The moment you're going to get your weapon in zone 4, but you get things so fast. And usually your areas are pretty uncontested, aside from Factory and Chapel probably being the only like problematic areas. Beach and Uptown won't be as contested. That you're just gonna fight everybody. So anyone you see, you're pretty much just gonna straight up take the fight and just take any upgrades you find off their bodies. Like if you find a better helmet, just take it off their body. If you find Schwarzenegger's box pretty good, so you could just keep that. But if you find a better helmet, take it off their body. If you find better boots, take it off their body. Stuff like that. But that's gonna be the skill amp parts. As for the other build, which is the extra normal auto attack damage build, also known as ENAD, that one we're actually going to put 2 points into our passive with the upgrades and then 1 point into our Q. So we're still going to max out Q with this build, as it's just the best ability we have in our kit, and it's going to just allow us to get a lot of damage as we're auto attacking as well, because you could charge up a Q while you're auto attacking, so it's just an extra amount of burst to have, and it's a good slow to just have in your kit regardless. So just putting 1 upgrade is still going to be the best option for you that you really have going forward. The 2 points of the passive is just a no-brainer. This lets us get more auto attacks off, and with more auto attacks equals more ENAD procs. And ENAD essentially just works as true damage, so we're just going to be chucking people with ENAD. The guitar skill, which I didn't cover before, I apologize, is actually a charm. You shoot out a heart at somebody and it pulls them towards you. So just a basic skill shot. If you hit someone with it, it starts pulling them towards you. So it's actually really good for the skill amp build, where It sets up the Q easily. It's also just really good for self-peel. It's really good for being aggressive. It's just a fantastic weapon skill all around. Covering the last thing, the ulti. The ulti is really, really good. So it's essentially going to reset a fight for you. So if you ever end up in a bad position in a fight, say you're low, you have no cooldown, to just use your dash, and a Jackie jumps on top of you, your ult is going to reset that fight to like a neutral state, because it's going to just make everybody not be able to do anything as you just dance for 5 seconds, and you start healing that as well. So it's really good. Also slows your opponents as well, so it's just a really good ability to just have, even if you're just putting at least 1 point into it. I know some people don't like putting more than like 1 point into the ults, but at least get 1 point in there. Your E, also note, can dash through walls. Very good to have. Remember that. It comes in handy. And the W is just useless. You only get a late game because you don't have a choice. As for the Enad build, this one I took off of Aetherys, who's on the Discord, and this is his build. He's been like this the Hart one trick for a very long time. Apparently, I've only joined the community very recently, but pretty much every time I watch him, he seems to enjoy himself some Hart, and this is the build he currently has, and he's put up on the import. So this is pure Enad. We're gonna be running Team Spirit, which gives us bonus extra. It gives us Enad, Crusader Armor, which gives us Enad, and then White Rounds gives us Enad. The interesting about this build is that we have Laurel's Reef, which is also Enad, but it is a Tree of Life item, as you can see here. Where we're gonna get Tree of Life is usually in Force when it spawns. Force will be the second one that always spawns, and we're gonna try and contest it or second or third. It's second or third, I can't exactly remember off the top of my head. But we're going to contest it pretty much every time. Laurel Reefs is a massive item. All these stats are amazing on you, and you're going to want to contest it every time. At this point, by the time you end up here, assuming things didn't go horribly, you should be able to contest it pretty much every game. With this build, you're going to play as like any other like range auto attacker. You're just going to keep cutting back. You're going to use your Q to slow, and you're going to just play like aggressive, but you still need to keep your opponent at a tether and respect like their options up on you, because while you're a little tanky with the Crusader Armor, you can still die pretty easily. Like, let's be clear, you're not that tanky. You don't exactly have sustain, so just keep that in mind. And also, like, little as for like little tips I could really give for Hart. The main one is, again, remember, your E does go over walls, your ult does reset fights for you in your favor and heals you. But don't be afraid to shoot your Q, like, early. Once you have it upgraded, it'll do a good amount of damage, and it'll apply the slow, lets you get a lot of auto attacks off. And in the same regard as your Q can be blocked by downed allies if you're playing team mode. So if you're against a Hart and you just want to like body block that Q and they're like skill up, just literally walk around your team. I've done this a few times, and this is actually something that Aetherys, I asked him earlier if he had any tips on Hart. He told me that if you ulti where animals are, the animals actually pull towards you. I never actually got this when I was recording in an actual game. But I can see a situation where, like, if you're in school or, like, you're in alley where the wolves are, you can ult, let's say, like, an opposing Hart or, like, an ISW and just have the animals tank it for you. And that could be super, super clutch. More so, your weapon is even so normally, you're going to craft your weapon first, regardless on any character, because that's just what enables you to do fights. But more so on Hart, since your weapon actually upgrades your abilities 3 times, you're going to need to get your weapon ASAP. Like, you need to get your weapon as soon as possible. This weapon will generally finish in the second zone, but you do need water. Just want to point that out. Make sure not to consume all your water. Your E early on consumes a truckload of SP, so highly recommend not to use your E early on unless you absolutely need to. Big shout out to Aetherys for helping me out, gave me some like little tips here and there, and I did check out like his VOD to tell myself like understand Hart a little better, so I was able to make this video. Would recommend following him over at twitch.tv/Aetherys _AD. I will leave a link in the description down below with his Twitch. And I really appreciate his help. It was It was nice talking to him. I do record all these games live over at twitch.tv/Tomsorcer. And I will be going live again tomorrow. So, I would love to see more of you there. Talks, play some wacky builds. If you do enjoy the video, leave a like down below. And, leave a comment down below. I would love to see what you guys said next, Not a lot of people have been commenting on what they want to see. I've had one person comment Yuki. I've had a couple people comment Hart. And boom, now we have Hart. So I'm just saying. Let me know what you want to see next. Just make sure it's not a character we've already covered. So that means no Jackie, no Hyun, no Hart. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Oof, looks like we're kind of contested in our route here. It's gonna be a little awkward. We don't really need to go to forest like too deep, to be honest. We just kind of there for the tree life. It's a 5 router, but it's mostly a 4 router if we can get everything. A lot of the items like you can find in multiple areas. So I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made. No, well, someone just left again. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made last game, where I kind of just ended up, reaping. Hello? Okay. Like, I used all my SP right away, which is, not my brightest idea. Okay, we actually got paper this time around, so let's go straight to the Hyperloop. We'll get out of here, we'll go straight to factory, and see if we can pick up any remaining scraps. So, like, for people who don't know, Hart's main gimmick is that she's very much like Kha'Zix from League of Legends, where she evolves over time. And she evolves through upgrading her weapon. So, like, you're gonna see right now, I'm gonna get this little mark here. Since we're going the attack speed build, we're gonna upgrade our passive. Upgrading our passive, it gives us extra auto attack waves, which approx extra normal attack damage, which is essentially true damage in this game. You're just getting on hit true damage. That's the best way I can describe it. So we're gonna do 2 in our passive and 1 in our Q, because our Q gives us a slow when we upgrade it. If we were going to spell lamp build, we would put 2 in our E and 1 in our Q, because points in our E makes it so that we gain extra skill lamp when we use our E, so it just increases our overall burst. So it's pretty good. We can pretty much take whatever fight we want now. We did close it off fast though, because we don't have exactly any SP. There's someone right here. Yeah, I'm kind of just fine with fighting you, to be honest. Like, I know I'm stronger than you. And that's what me about. Ooh, dude, this guy, like, well, this guy went to chapel for me. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it, man. So we're gonna upgrade our passive whenever we can over upgrading one of our abilities, because our passive is our main source of damage, and it's very important. Oh, we got a flower on you. Make it while we can. So our ult is we makes everyone in the area dance. The main use for it, it kind of just resets the fight to like a neutral state. So like if your opponent just goes on you and you have no cooldowns, like you could just pop your ult right away. I'm being a little greedy here by not like just resting and getting SP up, but you gotta live life dangerously. You know? Ooh, Zone 3 arm radars, pretty good. Oh, they just need SP and we'll roll them. We'll just make a detour down here to pick up the water. It's usually never taken. Oh, we got milk. Awesome. We'd love to see it. Inefficient SP to grab SP. I'm using the box and we'll be fine. Oh, we get to find steel ore. I'm running everything we need early, huh? Got a Crusader armor. We get our box with our Schwarendingers, and then we just need to find a tree life. Wow, okay. We have the God one apparently. Was anyone nearby? I am honestly just ready to throw hands. Dude, I'll eat the bread. I don't even give a fuck. Let's fight things to get our mastery up. Our guitar is only level 5 here. Ooh, right here.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than whoever's down there right now. This could be kind of a group to just waste time doing this instead of fighting, or instead of just like looting, but I feel like they're gonna move towards me. No, they went up. Okay, yeah, that was a waste of time. I don't feel like going all the way down there. I don't have any boots right now. Okay, so we're just gonna go... We're gonna go uptown. Tree of Life is gonna spawn in forest in a minute here. So we're just gonna try and find boots real quick. Wow, okay. Got our white rhinos online. We're gonna kill this bear, try to... we're just gonna farm up some mastery. Nope, and I should not be getting hit by that. But not bad, so you know, it is what it is. Mithril's really good. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what the Mithril upgrades for her would be. If we're like normal attack damage, I would imagine...
새 금지 구역이 지정되었습니다.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the basic build because of the sake of the video. Just showcase it off more instead of like just showing weird RNG stuff. So a good idea is just always to make like Mithril string. Mithril string's really strong. Like you can pretty much every rock for building Mithril string. It's a 300 damage trap, and that's true damage. So that doesn't even like count defense. So now we walk to forest, try to pick up the Tree of Life, find anyone who's gonna contest it. Because we should be stronger than pretty much anyone at this point. You may be slightly timing just where you still can die pretty easily if you don't kite properly. You have to keep your opponents out of tether. We have our D skill up, which is the best way to put it is just a charm. Think of like Ari's charm. You use a skill line as a straight line skill shot that will charm whoever hits them, drag them towards you, and I just canceled that. Good job, me. We're gonna grab the cod from up there, the carp from up here. These with the heated stone. Heated stone and the carp makes baked carp, which is 600 food. It's just a solid food to have right around. Like, heated stone isn't all that great of a material, to be honest. Doesn't exactly make good things. But this is the best thing you can make, and it's really easy to make. Like, if you don't know how to make certain foods, I just recommend looking it up, making your life a lot easier. And like just understanding in general exactly where you get foods from, or like how you can route and get food to like improve your gameplay overall. Got a healing potion back. Healing potion is still the best thing we have. We don't exactly have a good SP regen. This is gonna close off really soon. I'm gonna just do a quick search through school before it closes off, trying to find a lighter real quick. I doubt I'm gonna find it right away. But you know, sometimes you get a little lucky. We got like 2 boxes we could really search. Dude. Oh my god, at this game. Wish I could make this effort. Yeah. Don't let our zone tick down. So now we have the Laurel's Wrath. Usually you don't want to try to go for a Tree of Life items. They're not very consistent. There's only 3 Tree of Lives on the map. But Laurel Wrath, it just fits perfect into Hart's kit for the specific build, since your passive procs extra normal attack damage multiple times. So as you can see, like those waves are proccing extra normal attack damage every time. And we have that on the Laurel's Wrath and the Crusader armor. So we're just chipping at them, and the Teen Spear. So all of this, we're just dealing a massive amount of extra normal attack damage. So now we're full build, and at this point, at this stage of the game, there's pretty much 2 things you're gonna do. You're either gonna fight, you're gonna farm, or you're gonna build traps. And we should honestly be well, we're gonna do all of them. I am terrible though at this game, so I still don't know like the full recipe for smart bombs. There's someone up in pond. Pretty sure they're gonna move up to us. I feel like I could probably take any fight right now. Oh yeah, there's something to do. There's no one here.
누군가가 연쇄 처치 중입니다.
Wow, there's just nobody here. You hate to see it.
동물을 해치다니.
We'll make some more honey water, I guess. They walked to our left.
1분 후 항공 보급이 도착합니다.
조심하자.
Okay. Wick
생존자가
spawns
이상하네.
in 20 seconds, so I don't want to leave yet, because range characters could do Wick really, really easy. And I want to kill the Cicella who's just kind of vibing nearby. There's not a whole lot of people left.
이런 잔잔한 연못 옆에서 노래 부르는 것도 좋아. 충분해.
Oh, pretty sure that hit. Oh my god, can I please auto?
다들 어디로 가버렸을까?
I want to kill that Jackie. She wasn't very strong.
새 금지 구역이 지정되었습니다.
준비.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
Nah, if only she knew.
사랑과 평화를 위해서.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
So it looks like Wick ended up killing the Jackie. We have 3 people left. I saw Wick move up, so I want to go kill Wick first before anyone grabs her.
생존자가 사망했습니다.
Where's Wick? Pretty sure Wick went up here now.
이상해. 사람
Oh,
소리가
dude.
들린 거.
Is Wick still not? I guess Wick ran back after the Jackie died.
가자.
Yeah, Wick's in forest. There's only a Fiora and a Zahir left. I think the Zahir's been kind of just killing everybody, huh? Oh, you really don't have anything. There goes Regen.
다들 어디로 가버렸을까?
Man, we would need a lot of things to finish this. We still can finish the smart bombs.
너를 위해 노래할게.
Let's set up our inventory.
1분 후 항공 보급이
Of
도착합니다.
course.
난 멀미에 약한.
Wick's really important because it's just gonna apply the bleed, just deal a lot of damage. But at the same time, if Zahir gets it, it's gonna be absolutely terrifying to deal with him. Like, just a good chance we just won't win. I need heal. I might screw it up here. Holy shit, Speedy boy. Dude, he is gone.
노래 부르면.
Okay, pretty sure I messed up that fight pretty bad. That's really unfortunate.
달려보자고.
Yeah.
새
I heard someone
금지
here.
구역이 지정되었습니다.
생각나는 노래.
생존자 숫자가
If
적어서
I could
다음 금지 구역이
find the Wick, that'd be good. Oh, looks like they're fighting Wick right now.
주인 없는 집에 들어가고 싶진 않아.
Kinda need him not to do that. Oh, it's gonna take me so long to get there.
노래 부르면 뭔가 나오려나?
날아올라.
I'm sorry, Tornado. You messed up. That time he messed up pretty bad. He's a factory? Sweet
노래
Christ.
부를 만한 곳이 있을까?
And that just leaves a Fiora, which we should have a pretty favorable matchup against. But our food's kinda... that's not good. Okay, well she got Wick line, so she's gonna have the bleeding buff for a
주인
while.
없는 집에 들어가고 싶진 않아.
1분 후
Which
항공
kinda
보급이
sucks for us.
도착합니다.
I haven't seen the Fiora on the board though. I'm gonna imagine we're probably pretty ahead of her, but we can't time out that Wick buff. I think we're gonna have to try to take the fight now. Good, we need the room to Kaiden. tap these Mitchell strings while we're at it.
기타를 고칠 부품 같은 건 없으려나?
I don't have any cameras, so use
조금
this try fake check.
비겁한가?
Oh, there's an eye I killed early on.
노래 부를 만한 곳이 있을까?
Holy shit, he's level 17.
세 번. 충분해.
Got him.
연속
GG's got him, dude.
난 노래해야
승리했습니다.
모든 건